Now it's time for things I bought at Cheats.
Last episode, we finished floor 1. We got Yomu in our party, which basically means we won the game. And we're getting ready to do some exploration of floor 2. So why put any kind of delay on that? We've been so long there. We might as well go ahead and just jump right into things. This is the Green Hall that knows those who hold power. What an ominous name for just a like, are these dungeon titles or are they progressive rock song titles? And right here immediately, we've got ourselves an event node. So let's go ahead and have a look at, and it seems our beloved tomboy daughter has not gone far because she's apparently been laid out. But by what? It certainly wasn't Yomu, though last episode Yomu clearly wanted to get her hands on the little ice fairy that could, for the theft of her sword. But that's not looking to be what got her. Something called an FOE. To the north? Got a hold of her? What are we looking at, Kaine? You look like you seem to... Oh no, you're doing it too. That's meta. Yep. There's a big old glowing ball up there to the north, is what it looks to me. And they'll kindly point it out to us. Very nice. What the heck is that thing? It's an FOE. It's a powerful enemy. I can't remember what FOE stands for. I know it's used. I know that they have a very elaborate definition of that in the Etrian Odyssey game, so I can't remember what it is now. But basically, it is a powerful enemy that moves around the map in a set pattern with every step, and if we come into their range, they'll be like, hey, I want to fight you, and then they'll probably beat you up if it's your first time noticing them. Yeah, just like Kaine said there. What are we going to do with the fairy? Well, maybe get her out of the vicinity of Yomu. Probably a good idea. Or just drag her back to the... You're being a lot more civil about this than I thought you were going to be, Yomu. Gonna say. So we're just... Boom! Like that. Not even 3 minutes into the episode, and we've already recruited the strongest goddamn party member in the game. So why don't we go ahead and head back to Gensokyo and just go ahead and get a look at her already. I mean, we haven't really done anything meaningful in the dungeon yet, so let's go ahead and put our girl Churuna in there. Go ahead and have a look at what is it that makes Churuna tick. She is obviously the strongest. She is a small fairy of ice. But kind of taking away sort of all of the meaniness that comes with talking about Churuna. She's not really the strongest. I hate to break it to you, but that doesn't mean she's not useful. In fact, her use seems largely carried over from the first Labyrinth of Touhou in that she is a pure ice caster, and she specializes in inflicting slow and paralysis. These are kind of her defining points, and they're going to be her defining points for a while. She's never really going to be super great of a nuker. There's maybe one point in the game I can think of where she may be like a standout star, but as it stands, just kind of stats all around, nothing she has is really going to put her over the top and being a regular party member like a lot of other characters have. She doesn't really have the magic stat to back it up. Her damage formulas aren't the greatest except Diamond Blizzard. But let's go ahead and have a look at her spell cards. Icicle Fall is predictably a single cold. Direct Attack. This is a cold spell that targets a single enemy, can lower their speed. It's a very basic spell. And we have Diamond Blizzard, which is all enemies. This is double the cost. It is a cold spell that targets all enemies and can inflict paralysis. That can be really useful. Again, we've talked in previous episodes about maybe using attacks that aren't super powerful but come equipped with some supplementary effects. And I do believe that your odds of sticking status ailments with a spell card does kind of go up as you sink some skill points into them. So we move to Perfect Freeze, which is all enemies cold. This is a composite direct magic attack. It's a composite attack that uses both attack and magic and targets all enemies. It also lowers their speed for, again, all enemies, which can be ideal for sweeping if you need to get a group of faster enemies to stop harassing you so much. And White Album. This is a self-target auxiliary action. This increases the caster's defense in mind. Quite strong effect. But really, you kind of just want to build her for survivability when you need to. Because keeping her in with some bosses to kind of keep them pinned down with as many speed debuffs as possible can be a good thing. I'm not really sure if there are that many bosses that are weak to paralysis, especially not in this game. I know that there were quite a few in the first game that Chirno could definitely help lock down, but I don't think that's as big a thing in this game as it is just kind of being able to go ahead and toss some hot speed debuffs all up in their grill. So we're going to go ahead and level her up, and as you might expect, that's where all her points are going. And we're going to go ahead and start investing in Icicle Fall to kind of like help stick that speed debuff even more. And we'll go ahead and throw her in the party just to kind of get a look at her at the same time. Why not? Why not? She's the strongest. She's earned it. Let's get going. Right back into things. So I know they told us to stay the hell away from these things for now, but I'm going to be very stubborn about it and say, like, nope, we're going in. And this opening attack can be a little something to be feared, but we're more than capable of handling a level 9. This is the Chrysomalos? Man, getting like some Phantasy Star vibes and trying to like freaking pronounce some of these things. Maybe I shouldn't be recording at like 3 in the morning as well. Physical attacks, not going to be our greatest asset here, but we'll throw out a Rabies Bite because Mummy doesn't have much else to be doing. But Chirno, you got a job this fight. We just dropped a hot 40% speed debuff on that guy from one cast of Icicle Fall. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start throwing up some defensive buffs, mostly for my tank's benefit. And I think what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and pull in Kogasa to kind of start pounding down a few more stats. So, yeah, like, we're looking pretty good so far. So, for now, you just punch. You do that thing. And we're not looking at popping anybody out just yet. Not going to do a ton of damage in the long run, but taking that mind stat down is a good thing. Just checking the enemy's ATB gauge there, because I don't want to bring in someone super fragile if they're not ready. We're just going to pass some turns here. I kind of want to weather this thing's next attack. Then I can start pulling people in. Rumia can do some decent damage here. Marissa is especially going to be able to do some damage here. There you go. That's not so bad at all. What are they telling you all about these FOEs and that they're terrible? I'm going to go ahead and pull Chirno back in. Nope, that's not Chirno at all. God damn it. Maybe I was Lumia all along and I can only tell people apart by the colors they wear. Wouldn't that be the twist? But just, why not? Just throw it up anyway. No more Rabies Bite, so we're just gonna kind of stick you with another Mind Down. Oh! Wow! Reimu. was nice knowing you. Let's go ahead and maybe try to get this settled a little quicker than we were intending, which I'm not sure is going to happen as quickly as I would like it to. I was definitely not expecting that fucker to one-shot Reimu. So there's that. And we got hit with a terror status effect, and we're not going to be able to heal. That's kind of a problem, but I think we've largely got this in the bag now. Should only take another turn or two to wrap the... You son of a bitch of a game. You've literally got 1 HP left. But that'll do it. That is our first FOE down. Not that bad. Really just did not expect Reimu to just fucking eat it right there. But that is a pretty damn good chunk of experience and money to be hauling in. And we got a Scarlet Light Tanned Hide and strong rugged horns for our trouble. We're going to go ahead and head back to Gensokyo, where we will pick up another achievement. This is probably for taking out an FOE. Have a look here. Yes, you want to beat everything, even when they're told it's not needed. And I also did a little bit of prep work to fight that FOE before we did so. So I'm going to go ahead and get the party ready to get back to exploring things at a regular clip, and then we'll punch right back into the dungeon and see what we can get done on the second floor. So I'll meet you back here in a couple of minutes. We are back. We are properly respect to be dungeoneering the way we should be, and don't worry, I did not completely gloss over the fact that Chirano is a composite character, so I've reallocated her stat ups to properly denote that. But for now, we need to stop by Notori's workshop, which we should have done beforehand. But I'm an idiot sometimes, and I forget to do things, and that's okay. But for now, we're going to hear about the all-purpose construction machines that Kappa have. And they just fucking make anything with those sons of bitches, I guess. She needs a strong, rugged horn. She needs to know if Reimu's ever heard of one. Reimu does not strike me as the kind of gal that would know what a strong, rugged horn is. Seems like the kind of girl you'd probably want to be a little gentle with, if I'm being honest. Marissa might be a little kinky, but I don't know. Reimu's just kind of got a no muss, no fuss kind of look to her, I suppose. Doesn't seem all that naughty to me. What are you talking about? Anyways, so if we'd have stopped by here before going in to fight the FOE, that's what we would have gotten. And now that we've got the item, boom. We got your strong, rugged horns right here. We're going to give them all to you at once. There you go. So this is going to take, I believe, 30 minutes? No? Okay, never mind. No, that was the other one. Never mind. Don't even ask what I'm talking about. It's okay. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to fill space while character dialogue happens. So this allows us to create more new sub-equipments, which I think we've already got all of these just from enemy drops and chests. And there's nothing that really jumps out at me at the moment that we need to be throwing into our inventory or getting on anybody for now. So for now, let's go ahead and get back into the dungeon. I'm feeling, I don't know, southwest today. Let's do some punching on in, seeing what we can get done in here. Second floor, not going to be all that much more intimidating than your first floor. You see, we're still seeing nut eaters and small kadamas, and they're just higher level now, really, is the only big difference. Just drop some ice on you, because why not? Reimu, you can punch one. Oh no, hitting me with a very mild shake attack. And, you know, our EXP and money gains probably be a little better now. that we're getting out of single digits for the most part. We're going to come up here. We're going to have a crepe Mariette. What is a crepe Mariette? Let's hop on down here. This is a crepe with a caramel surface after a flambe with kirsch. Okay, with butter, vanilla, brandy, and caramel. It's truly sophisticated and tasty crepe. I'm not good at pronouncing words that aren't English. My German's my strong suit, obviously. But that is mind plus 24%. That's going to be a nice little piece of equipment. Most equipment seems to come in 12, 24, 36, and 48 varieties, I think. So, I believe this is just a dead end over here. We have our first new enemy, I do believe. We've got a ferocious stump. That is one ferocious looking stump. You find me a more ferocious looking stump, and I'll be very scared. That's what I'll be. But nothing too difficult here. We're just gonna keep pounding away on these enemies like you normally would. There's nothing, again, this is not gonna be too difficult. We're just starting out. Dungeons are going to get a lot more complicated as we go, but it's not gonna start getting too terrible for a while. We don't have any real puzzles or anything to deal with yet, and that's kind of another thing that's going to be a bit trying to do an LP of this game, is thinking about how I kind of want to handle the puzzle-based floors. Because those things can go on pretty long, and you can run into a lot of random encounters, and I'm thinking probably gonna do some editing over the course of this Let's Play. I mean, unless there's a good line of conversation with myself that I have going on, which, I mean, I always have wonderful conversations with myself. I like stimulating conversation. Boom. I didn't steal that line from Beast Wars, by the way. So don't look it up. Megatron didn't say it. And we have a tree beetle. Another new enemy. Not going to be all that bad. Oh, and the ghosties, of course. They have some defense to lightning. Or to lightning, yes. Chirno is a lightning fairy. They have resistance to ice, which not that big of a deal. I think it may also be that her being composite is having an effect on that as well. Given that ghosties are pretty strong to physical attacks. So we picked up another armored parasite and another insect exoskeleton for our troubles, though, so more materials, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Let's get this area filled out back over here, because there's an item over here and I probably want it. What have we got here? We have material. Oni's panties. Good. We definitely wanted those. Those are not equips. Those are materials. And what are Oni's panties? Oni's panties, apparently of good quality and made from tiger skin. Those who want to steal them lose interest, as the Oni don't really care. I guess, like, when you think about some of the Oni that are in these games, makes a bit of sense why they wouldn't care. They're all kind of very strength above all else. They kind of don't really give two measly little shits about normal mundane things. Let's see, let's drop. Yeah, I think that's just her being composite that's causing the problem. With her having some difficulty taking out ghosties, but that's, again, nothing to be too worried about here on the second floor. And no spoils, but that's fine. We're still piling up some money, piling up some experience. Let's go ahead and let some people get a little bit of rest. Except Momiji, she's still going to be on tank duty for now, because she's the only real reliable tank that I got. Looks like we got an event node up this way. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Curse my need to fill in the map! Let's just drop a hot magic missile on that guy. Punch these bitches. And yeah, of course, I just held the button there because I knew we weren't going to get anything. You were sensing her around. Who are you sensing around? What's eating you, Momiji? Besides me. What? Oh, hey! It's our good pal Aya. What you doing down here? Or up here, I guess it would be. Meet once more. Hello. You want to join us now? Or are you still gathering information? You haven't seen any other Tengus yet. Well, I mean, we've got one with us. Okay, well, she's still off gonna be doing her own thing for a while, I take it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not against adding another party member, you know. We would probably be doing a lot better here if we all just kind of stuck together and were friends. But nobody's friends in Touhou land, I don't think. Not really. I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode. Everybody seems kind of maybe a little dirtbaggish. But that's okay. All that matters, like, you can still be a dirtbag and be cute about it. So I guess that's really the only thing that really truly matters. So long as you're cute while being a dirtbag. I mean, that's kind of my claim to fame anyway. Hey, yo, self-deprecation. Nice. Alright, so we got nothing over here so far. So, I guess what we're going to do is start heading back this way. We'll stick to the lower path for now. I see what appears to be another waypoint up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for it yet, though. How's Asteroid Belt do? Yeah, real strong against Mystic. Kind of figured that. Probably strong against Dark and Spiritual too, aren't you? Okay, not Dark. Alright. Easy peasy. So, we got a waypoint up that way, but me thinks it's probably going to be a long time until we get to that. Maybe? No, it looks like we're kind of just being fed right to it. So that is a waypoint. We will now be able to start from this point of floor 2 instead of just the starting point. And we've got a boss icon up there, which I'm not sure I'm going to play around with this episode. We'll see, though. I don't know, what's Expilis Kanan do to these guys? Does pretty good, looks like. I will take that XP in cash. So yeah, we'll come back to that. I mean, it's more than likely a difficult boss, given that it's right beside the waypoint. I'm more interested in what we can find, just kind of slumming around in the dungeon, and that's another sub-equipment, and that's another Crepe Mariette, so we don't really need it right now. We've only got 5 more TP left on our girl Momiji, so methinks maybe I will go ahead and head back to Gensokyo and maybe get our TP back and make another run for the left or the west, you know, whatever, whichever you want to call it, cardinal direction, whatever. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and run on back, and in the process we just unlocked another achievement. We got 1,000 money for it. Let's see, that is achievement number 9. What did we get for that? Oh, play more than 3 hours. We've definitely been doing that. Congratulations on 3 hours of playtime. Here's some money, you fucker. Basically, might as well have been. I'll hold off on leveling up. I don't really feel any point in putting another edit point in the video at this point. We're not really having that difficult a time in here. So yeah, we started here, and I want to continue going down and to the west, so we need to go back this way. Just continue along. We're going to go up the southwestern area for a bit. See what we can find in here. Give me an Expilis Kanan. Nice. Yeah, no point in just dropping a level up at this point. We'll handle that between episodes. And work our way from there. So we see another boss icon over there that's level 6. So we're obviously out-leveled for something here. Not sure what it would be just yet. We might have a look at that. I don't know. Then we've got another event icon over this way. Take care of this forest fairy first. It's got a nuke. We don't like nukes. Present life slash, you know. Yeah, I don't think these guys are... Yeah, I don't think that it's physical. That those things were resistant to. It was probably the ice then. I mean, I could, you know, look it up in the bestiary. Or I could just continue taking bad guesses and looking like an idiot for having the wrong information and not being prepared. I think it's probably more professional to do the latter, though. Alright, well, nice little wraparound path there for the event icon. Not too bad. Get out of here, Kuron Nut. You're well past being a threat, but I still don't like you. Drop an ice on that guy. What you got? That's not too bad. And no spoils, which is fine. Which is fine. Oh, no, I'm going to drive people crazy having to do that, but I'm going to keep doing it. Something the matter. What did you just pick up? A thin metal rod. Scrap iron. Stop picking up everything you see on the floor. Lick it! Pick it up and lick it! That one just called out to you. Doesn't mean you had to answer. Put it back where you found it. Not keeping it. No harm done either way. Look, it's a precious thing. Probably. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. So, we obtained a special item, a mysterious scrap of iron 1. Definitely sounds like something we will be coming back to later. Don't know what that could be for. Scrap of iron. I can't immediately think of any Touhou characters that are immediately linked with scraps of iron. Then again, that's pretty... It's a pretty, you know, on-the-nose thing to have a character based on, I suppose. This character is based on a scrap of iron. There's probably a Touhou girl for that. Who the fuck am I kidding? Oh, there's that nature nuke I was talking about. Oh, you missed that? Are you kidding me? Punch it. And we got another great trees leaf. Again, more good things that we're going to want to keep finding. I like great trees leaves. They lead to some real great things inside the, you know, the great tree. So, in continuing to fill out our map, we're uncovering quite a bit here. Not doing so bad. Let's drop another X-Billy's Canaan and punch it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's just keep going. Hey, I see some stairs going down. Let's have a look over here then. What could this be? Yes, let's go to the lower floor. So now we are on the other side of the locked treasure chests on the first floor. And we have an event balloon. What could this be? There's a food... Somebody has already come and set up a food stand. It's Mystia Lorelei. She's from Imperishable Night. She's one of those bosses that has a gimmick, and it's real annoying. But it's fun. She doesn't have any eel yet. She just set up a stall. And why are you going on about how cheap it is? Because I want you to sell me some and to sell it for cheap. That's not how it works. You're making the sauce and letting it odor out so you can start gathering people. But you have no eel! If we find any eels along the way, please come sell them to her. Looking forward to doing business with you. Yeah. You're a strange girl, Mystia. You're a strange, strange girl. That's a Touhou thing, though, right? She, like, has a stand for food. That's a thing. It probably is. She's like food stand girl that is also a bug. I do believe we're coming up on that level 6 boss marker. Don't know what that could be. We picked up a sub-equipment rosebush robe. What can we do with a rosebush robe? I do wonder. There's a strong, lightweight equipment found in the Dark World. One can still remember how scary the place is and how strong the Death Knights are. You got me. It is nature plus 50, so good resistance. And let's see. You know what? I'll go ahead and punch these guys. And yeah, okay, you do that. That's fine. And punch. And oh, wow. Not bad, Ghosty. Not bad. That was a cold elemental attack. I didn't catch it very quick. But we picked up a Stone of Hades, I believe. That is a material. I think that's an alright material as well, isn't it? Let's see. Stone of Hades. Okay, I guess it's not then. It's not a main equipment. Stone of Hades. Okay, a Stone of Hades. Okay, this is Mystic Resistance plus 50. So, yeah, that's probably good to have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rest option to get everybody back their magic points, but at the expense of the TP. You see Chirino now has 0 TP, meaning after the next fight, she is going to leave the dungeon, regardless of what we do. But I just want to make sure that I'm good and ready for whatever... because I honestly don't remember what this is. And yeah, we are a bit over leveled for it. We're 1 level over the challenge level, but I don't think it's going to be anything too... Yeah, okay, it looks like it's Chen again. And she's running away again. Chen's gonna die. I don't want Chen to die. Okay, and the enemy's just gonna come straight for us. And it's just another enemy horde, so... Not all that worried at all. Not in the slightest. And we got a hard husk and a fighting gem for that. I think the hard husk is a material and the fighting gem is another sub-equipment. Or not a sub-equipment, but one of the permanent boosters that you can add at the Hakare Shrine. Yeah, let's just stop her next time. Yeah, put a leg out and trip her. So Chirino is going to hop on out of the dungeon. And you know what? I think we're going to do the same. And I think that is going to do it for this episode of Polyplays Labyrinth of Touhou. Tune in next time. We're going to do a lot more exploring. And maybe we'll have a look at what's going on with some of those boss markers we found. And maybe... I'll be smart and not decide to record at 3 in the morning and actually have something to talk about. Catch you next time.